Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're going to be diving into the world of freelance software testing
Oh, yeah,
and specifically how AI is changing the game.
definitely.
We've got a great article here titled The Freelance Advantage: How Generative AI Boosts Your Earnings as a Tester.
It's a good one.
So by the end of this deep dive, you'll understand not just how this is happening, but WHY. It matters.
Yeah.
For anyone in the gig economy, really, or like anyone interested in the future of work.
For sure. I think it's a real turning point.
Yeah.
Seeing this tech empower individual workers
Right.
rather than replace them.
Exactly. Yeah. So before we get too far into the AI side of things,
Wait.
can we just quickly recap what freelance testers actually do?
Yeah, for sure.
They're the folks making sure software works right,
Yeah,
websites, apps, all that stuff.
exactly. They're essential for ensuring quality across a huge range of digital products. The article actually profiles Sarah,
Okay.
a tester who's worked on everything from mobile apps to e-commerce platforms. It really highlights the adaptability needed in this line of work.
Yeah. So there's a lot of variety, which is cool,
Definitely.
but also probably a lot of pressure to constantly learn new things.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you're always learning.
But hey, that flexibility to choose projects and set your own hours
Right.
is a big draw for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the earning potential is there.
Yeah.
But it's not all sunshine. And Rose's freelancing has its challenges for sure.
Oh, of course.
Inconsistent workload, constantly hunting for the next gig, and always needing to be learning new things.
Right. It's not for the faint of heart.
No.
But this is where things get really interesting. Generative AI. You've probably heard of ChatGPT, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's a prime example of the kind of AI we're talking about.
Yep, these are large language models, or LLMs,
Okay.
and they're poised to really revolutionize testing.
So the article argues that AI isn't here to replace testers, but to make them better. It's like having this superpowered assistant,
Right.
maybe one that can help you brainstorm different scenarios to test the software in, or even write the code to automate those tests.
Exactly. Think about the possibilities. AI generating test cases you might not have thought of.
Oh,
Automating those tests to run overnight, even helping you write detailed bug reports.
that's amazing.
The article features Tom, a mobile app tester, who's using AI to test banking transactions
Okay.
with incredible speed and accuracy. That level of accuracy is essential in finance, would you say?
Absolutely essential. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for those of us who've never written code,
Right.
how does this automation stuff actually work?
Yeah.
Is AI going to replace the need for testers to know how to code?
That's a good question. And the answer is not necessarily.
Okay.
While some AI tools are designed for those without coding experience, knowing some code can still be beneficial.
Right.
But AI can definitely help streamline things.
Right.
Imagine you've just made a small change to your website code,
Mm-hmm.
and now you need to retest everything to make sure nothing broke. It's
Oh.
called regression testing.
Oh.
And it can be a huge time sink.
Sounds like a major pain.
It can be, but AI can automate that entire process.
Mm.
You set it up once, and then it runs those same tests every time you make a change.
Wow.
Flagging any issues, it frees you up to focus on more complex or creative testing tasks.
Okay.
The article mentions Alex, who used AI to automate testing for an e-commerce platform.
Oh.
He saved 30% of his time per project.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Think about what you could do with 30% more time.
I know, right?
Take on more projects, learn new skills, maybe even take a vacation.
Exactly. And it's not just about speed.
Okay.
AI can also improve the quality of your testing. It can analyze massive amounts of data to spot patterns and find bugs that humans might miss.
So AI is like having a second set of eyes, constantly looking for those sneaky little bugs.
Exactly. And documenting them too.
Yeah.
The article talks about Emma, who
Yeah.
used AI on a complex web app. Her clients were blown away by the quality of her reports. Because the AI helped her catch subtle bugs and document them thoroughly, that attention to detail led to more work and referrals.
So it's a win-win. Higher quality work leads to happier clients,
Mm-hmm.
which leads to more business.
For sure.
But let's be realistic. The freelance world is competitive.
Yeah.
How does using AI give testers a real edge in that market?
It all comes down to delivering value.
Yeah.
Clients want fast results, they want minimal errors, and they want to reduce risk.
Right.
AI helps freelance testers deliver on all three.
It's about exceeding expectations, really.
Yeah.
If you can deliver faster, higher quality results, You're going to stand out.
You're going to stand out for sure.
Yeah.
The article highlights Zoe, whose freelance business exploded after she started incorporating AI.
Really?
Clients specifically sought her out because she used AI, knowing it meant a more efficient and effective process.
Wow. So it's clear that AI benefits the freelancer, but what about the clients?
Yeah.
How do they benefit from AI-powered testing?
Time is money, right?
That's what they...
AI speeds up the testing process significantly, which means projects get completed faster and clients can launch their products sooner. And fewer bugs mean less time spent on costly fixes down the line.
That's a huge cost saving for the client.
Exactly. The article gives the example of Dan, who streamlined his documentation with AI.
Okay.
It saved his client a ton of money. And because he was able to take on more projects, his own income jumped by 25%.
That's amazing.
Everyone wins.
Okay, I'm sold. But what about the testers who are a bit intimidated by all this AI stuff?
Yeah.
Where do they even begin?
Well, there are so many resources available now. ChatGPT, for example, is a great starting point for anyone who wants to experiment with AI-powered testing.
Okay.
And many platforms like Testum offer no-code solutions, so you don't need to be a coding whiz to get started.
So you don't need to be a tech genius to benefit from AI.
Not at all. And don't be afraid to start small. Maybe try using AI to generate test cases for your current projects, or experiment with automating some of your repetitive tasks. As you gain confidence, you can explore more advanced features.
It's about taking that first step, right?
Exactly.
So we've covered a lot of ground here, but there's one story I really want to dig into.
Okay.
Jane's story. The article paints her as a real success story, going from struggling to thriving thanks to AI.
It's a good one.
Can you walk us through her journey?
Sure. So Jane's story is a great example of how AI can be truly transformative. She was stuck doing everything manually, which limited her to like 1 or 2 projects per month. It was frustrating and limiting.
I'll bet.
Then she discovered AI tools like ChatGPT and started using them for automation and test case generation.
Okay.
That's when things really took off.
Yeah.
She was able to handle multiple projects simultaneously. Her income increased dramatically, and her clients were thrilled with the faster turnaround times and the higher quality results.
It sounds like AI unlocked her full potential.
It absolutely did.
It really shows that AI isn't just a fad, it's like a fundamental shift in how we work.
I think so.
We've talked about ChatGPT and Testum, but what are some other AI-powered tools that freelance testers should, have on their radar?
Well, Udify is another powerful platform worth checking out.
Okay.
It's known for its self-healing tests.
Self-healing tests.
Which can automatically adapt to changes in the software being tested. So imagine you spend hours creating the perfect test script, and then the developers make a small change to the user interface,
Right.
breaking your script.
Ugh, I can only imagine.
Frustrating, right?
Having to constantly tweak and fix those scripts sounds like a nightmare.
Exactly. But with Unify's self-healing tests, the AI can actually adjust the script to account for those changes,
Oh, wow.
saving you time and headaches.
Okay. That's pretty impressive. Self-healing tests, it's like AI is becoming a developer's best friend, too.
Right.
So we've got ChatGPT for exploring the basics,
Yeah.
Testum for no-code automation, and Udify for those more advanced self-healing features. That's a pretty good toolkit for any freelancer wanting to dip their toes into the AI world.
And the beauty of it is that many of these tools offer free trials or freemium models.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you can experiment and find what works best for you without a huge upfront investment.
Right.
Don't be afraid to play around with them. Try different things and see how they fit into your existing workflow.
It's all about finding the right tools for the job, right?
Exactly.
But with all this talk about AI and automation, it makes me wonder, what does the future of freelance testing look like?
That's the big question.
Is AI eventually going to replace human testers altogether?
It's a question a lot of people are asking, and the answer, I believe, is no.
Okay.
AI will undoubtedly change the landscape of testing, but it won't eliminate the need for human ingenuity and expertise.
Okay.
In fact, I think it will create even more opportunities for skilled testers.
That's reassuring to hear. So instead of replacing humans, AI will augment their abilities, make them more efficient, more effective.
Right. Yes. Exactly. Think about it. As AI takes over those repetitive, time-consuming tasks, human testers are freed up to focus on more complex strategic work.
Okay.
They can spend more time on things like exploratory testing, where they use their creativity and intuition to uncover hidden bugs and usability issues
Right.
that automated tests might miss.
So it's about finding the right balance between human insight and AI's power.
Precisely. And as AI technology continues to advance, we're likely to see even more sophisticated tools
Okay.
that can analyze user behavior, predict potential issues, and even suggest solutions.
Wow.
This will require testers to develop new skills to become more like AI whisperers, able to understand and interpret the data that these tools generate.
So it's not just about learning to use the tools, it's about understanding the underlying technology,
Right.
the data, the algorithms. That sounds like a pretty steep learning curve.
It can be, but it's also incredibly exciting. This is the frontier of software testing.
Yeah.
And those who are willing to embrace this challenge will be the ones who shape the future of the industry.
You've mentioned hyper-automation a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Can you break down what that means and why it matters for freelance testers?
Yeah, so hyperautomation is essentially taking automation to the next level.
Okay.
It's about automating as much of the testing process as possible, from generating test cases and writing scripts to executing those tests and analyzing the results. It's about creating a seamless end-to-end automated workflow.
Okay. I'm starting to see why you called it intense earlier, but how does this impact freelance testers?
Right.
Is hyper-automation going to make their jobs obsolete?
Not at all. In fact, I think it will create a greater demand for testers with specialized skills as more companies adopt hyperautomation. They'll need experts who can design, implement, and manage these complex systems. They'll need testers who can understand the nuances of AI and machine learning, who can interpret the data, identify potential bottlenecks, and ensure the entire process runs smoothly.
So it's not about being replaced by robots. It's about becoming the robot overseer, the one who makes sure the robots are doing their jobs correctly. That's a pretty cool way to think about it.
It is. And those skills, those AI whisperer skills, will be in high demand, which means higher rates and more opportunities for freelance testers who are ahead of the curve.
So it's not just about staying relevant, it's about positioning yourself as an expert in this emerging field.
Exactly. And this goes beyond just technical skills.
Okay.
It's also about communication and collaboration. You'll need to be able to explain complex AI concepts to clients, to advocate for the value of AI-powered testing, and to work effectively with development teams who are also integrating AI into their workflows.
So it's a whole new set of skills, technical expertise, communication, collaboration, and a deep understanding of how AI is changing the landscape of software development. It sounds like a pretty exciting time to be a freelance tester.
It absolutely is. We're on the cusp of a major transformation.
Yeah.
And those who are willing to embrace this change will be the ones who reap the rewards.
Well, for any freelance testers listening who are feeling a bit overwhelmed by all this,
Right.
remember, you don't have to become an AI expert overnight. Start small, experiment with different tools, and focus on building those key skills gradually.
And don't be afraid to ask for help. There are so many resources available online, from free courses and tutorials to vibrant communities of testers who are eager to share their knowledge and support each other.
It's about taking that first step, finding your community, and embracing the journey. Speaking of journeys,
Yeah.
I want to touch on another success story from the article, Mike.
Oh, yeah, Mike.
His story highlights the importance of showcasing your AI skills to potential clients. Can you tell us a bit more about his experience?
Sure. So Mike's story is a great example of how even a small change can make a big difference. He simply added the phrase AI-powered testing to his LinkedIn profile,
Okay.
and he saw a 40% increase in views from potential clients.
Wow, that's impressive. Just a few words made that much of a difference.
It goes to show that clients are actively seeking out testers with AI expertise. They recognize the value that AI brings to the table, and they're willing to pay a premium for it.
So it's not enough to just be good at AI-powered testing. You have to make sure potential clients know you're good at it.
Exactly.
Highlight those skills, showcase your experience, and don't be shy about promoting yourself as an AI expert.
Exactly. It's about making sure you're visible in the marketplace and that your skills are aligned with what clients are looking for.
Okay, so we've talked about the tools, the skills, the future trends, even how to market yourself as an AI-savvy tester.
Yeah,
We've covered a lot of ground.
we have.
But before we wrap up, I want to loop back to the bigger picture.
Okay.
We've focused on freelance testing,
Mm-hmm.
but these AI advancements are going to have ripple effects across so many industries, right?
Absolutely. Think about healthcare, where AI could be used to analyze medical images,
Yeah.
diagnose diseases with greater accuracy, and even personalize treatment plans.
Wow.
Or education, where AI could personalize learning experiences, provide real-time feedback, and help students master complex concepts.
It's mind-boggling to think about all the potential applications. It feels like we're just scratching the surface of what AI can do.
We are. And it's not just about specific industries. AI is also going to change the way we work on a fundamental level.
Okay.
We'll see more collaboration between humans and AI, with each leveraging their unique strengths to achieve common goals.
It's a future where human ingenuity and AI's computational power work in harmony.
Exactly. And that's a future I'm incredibly excited about.
It really feels like AI is going to touch like every aspect of our lives in some way.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But for our listeners who are still feeling a little hesitant about diving into AI,
Right.
what advice would you give them? It's a big topic and it can be intimidating.
It is. Yeah, it's understandable to feel that way.
Right.
My advice would be to start small.
Okay.
Don't try to learn everything at once.
Right.
Pick one area that interests you, maybe test case generation or automation, and just focus on that.
Okay.
There are so many great resources available, online free courses, tutorials,
Yeah.
even communities where you can connect with other testers who are learning AI.
It's like learning anything new, really.
Exactly.
Take it one step at a time. Find people who can support you, and don't be afraid to experiment.
Exactly. And remember, AI is constantly evolving.
Right.
So there's always something new to learn. It's a journey, not a destination.
We've talked a lot about the potential benefits of AI,
Yeah.
but are there any downsides or risks that freelance testers should be aware of?
That's a great question.
Mhm.
Like any tool, AI can be misused.
Okay.
It's important to remember that AI is only as good as the data it's trained on.
Right.
So there's always a risk of bias creeping in. Testers need to be aware of these limitations and use their own judgment and expertise
Yeah.
to ensure that the results they're getting from AI tools are accurate and reliable.
So it's not about blindly trusting the AI.
Right.
It's about using it as a tool to enhance your own skills and judgment.
Exactly. And as AI becomes more sophisticated,
Yeah.
ethical considerations become even more important. Testers need to think critically about the potential impact of their work, especially when it comes to things like privacy, security, and fairness.
Yeah. It's about using this powerful technology responsibly.
Definitely.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today. The how, the why, the what's next of AI-powered testing.
Yeah.
As we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one message you want our listeners to walk away with?
The world of freelance testing is changing rapidly, and AI is at the forefront of that change. This is an opportunity for testers to level up their skills, increase their earning potential, and be a part of something truly transformative. Don't be intimidated by the hype.
Right.
Embrace the challenge, embrace the learning process, and embrace the future of testing.
Beautifully said. So for all the freelance testers out there, it's time to dive in, explore the world of AI, and discover how it can empower you to achieve even greater success.
For sure.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
See you next time.